go, two more problems. Solve for x when it's between 0 and 2 pi. So we're dealing with radians here. Now, and no calculator. So first one, secant of x is 1/2. And so let's go ahead and work through that. So if we have secant of x equals 1/2, that's 1 over the cosine of x, cosine of x, not times x, but cosine of x equals 1/2. And so cosine of x equals 2. And think through your cosine wave. Is there any time that the cosine of a value would equal, or of an angle, would equal 2? And the answer is no. So this is no solution. No solution. There is nowhere that the secant of x would be equal to 1/2. And actually, if you're getting comfortable with your thinking of your graphs, secant, so there's cosine, do the cosine wave in red, something looking like that. Secant, and we'll do it in black, looked like that, recall, with our asymptotes coming down. And there's no value where, got a little ugly there, no value where it's equal to 1/2. Its range was where y was greater than 1 or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 1. And so there's nowhere that it does equal 1/2. There we go. That's part A. B, we have that the cotangent of x, not cosine, cotangent. Cotangent of x is equal to negative root 3. All right, and so if we're going through, we need to find out, well, cotangent, that's adjacent over opposite. Where would we have that happening at? And the answer is going to be at pi over 6, or negative pi over 6 rather. Negative pi over 6, because here our value is negative 1/2 for our sine, and let's see, root 3 over 2 for our cosine. Now again, adjacent over opposite, so adjacent, square root of 3 over 2, divided by negative 1/2, but we're going to instead multiply it by the reciprocal, so multiplied by negative 2. 2's cancel out, and we're left with negative root 3. So you can reason your way through that in case you didn't just see it at first. That all being said, our cotangent of x is going to be equal to pi over 6. Now that, or negative pi over 6. Now that's in, as we said, that's in quadrant 4, negative pi over 6. Where else would the cotangent give us a negative value, and our tangent's positive in quadrant 3? Everything's positive in quadrant 1, so our answer is over here in quadrant 2. Over here in quadrant 2. Now, if this reference angle is again pi over 6, then what would, maybe we'll start using some other colors, what would this angle here be? Well, that's going to be, if this all the way here is pi, and that amount is pi over 6, then we still have 5/6 of pi as our angle here. Coming all the way around, let's go with green. All the way around up to that point, we're almost to 2 pi. Almost to 2 pi, but we're pi over 6 short, so that's going to be 11/6 pi. 11/6 pi. And so here's our answer. And the x is equal to, in quadrant 2, it is equal to 5 pi over 6, or 5/6 pi. And in quadrant 4, we've got 11/6 pi, or 11 pi over 6. All right, hope that helps.